So welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time we talked about all the things that have changed within the Pokeathlon Dome, the National Park through the Bug Catching Contest, and the Safari Zone, which I couldn't do anything about because Lotad never showed up for me, unfortunately. This time, we're checking out a place we've never seen, the Battle Frontier. You can only do this after you've become champion. The Battle Frontier is open. Please go ahead. Frontier Access. Welcome to the Battle Frontier, and this place is really strange. For one, we could have came here a long time ago and actually got this fly spot. Yeah, that's the only fly spot we've been missing. So it's kind of like a mini town. Kinda. Normally, choosing which Pokemon is all there is to a Pokemon battle. But when you change certain rules or limitations, the battle suddenly becomes even more fun. And this place you can have so much fun. Or you can have such fun. It's called the Battle Frontier. I can't read today. Click, click, click. Oh, it is you! I've gotten over being first all the time. Now I'm counting the number of people coming to the Battle Frontier. Of course, no one asked me to. It's just a hobby. Finally, I'm here at the Battle Frontier. When a Pokemon battle on the road doesn't satisfy you any longer, you have to come to the Battle Frontier. Wouldn't you agree? Personally, buddy, I never care for the Battle Frontier. I've never really done it. The karate uniform is the uniform of fighters. There's nothing better suited for going to the Battle Frontier than this. Some people are surprised to see a small girl like me at the Battle Frontier all by herself. It's not like I have to battle myself, you know? Right. My lifelong hobby has been battling using Pokemon. A battle after breakfast, a battle after lunch, and after dinner. I just take a bath and go to bed. Well, at least you keep it busy, Granny. Along with that, trees from Sinnoh. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the post-game areas in Sinnoh. I can't stop shivering. I told my family I would conquer the Battle Frontier when I left home. But now I'm here, I can't stop shivering. What am I gonna do if I get beaten to a pulp? You look quite young. I will pull myself together and challenge the Battle Frontier. Maybe. Who the hell's Torrent? Okay, hi, how are you? Golbat works really hard, cool. How is that thing not a Crobat? I don't get it. You probably hate your Golbat very much, apparently. So there's really not much. Actually, did I ever go to this building? I can't remember if I did. Oh, what the balls? If you become this. I'm the guy who can teach your Pokemon all types of moves. So, you can exchange BP for moves. Very specific. Fairy Cutter, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. Okay. I don't know exactly what these guys give you for BP. What can you give Dave? I'm actually curious. Fairy Cutter, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch. I think you just give a bunch of punch moves. Which, I mean, hey, is very useful. What about you two? If you poured your whole life into Pokemon battles, all kinds of moves, maybe teach a Pokemon for BP. Okay, sure. We'll use Dave as the guinea pig to see what we can get. Outrage. Okay. No, I want to friggin' say yes. So these guys will teach you all kinds of moves with BP. And, yeah. I guess it's here. I guess. Really? Yes, give up on those moves. There's probably better. Actually, I'm curious. What can you give to Nexus? Nexus learns a lot of different moves, so I'm curious what she can learn. Same things. And Heat Wave. Heat Wave's actually a really good move. Alright. Enough with that. We got the Battle Frontier to go and check out. So let's go check it out. Whoa. Hello, receptionists. This is your first visit? Right this way, please. Hi. Our other staff will be pleased to explain how the individual facilities of the Battle Frontier operate. I can go over the general topics. I do not. I will explain these things myself. We hope you enjoy your visit. Thanks. Thanks for not making me save. The versus recorder is sure nifty. Checking the Frontier record will tell you how much BP you have. The Battle Frontier is up ahead. I have explored places all over the world, but nothing compares to the excitement I feel right now. What kinds of trainers will I see? What battles will I experience? It's a whole new adventure for me. My dream is to battle Palmer of the Battle Tower. I want to record it for posterity on my Versus recorder. I left my versus recorder at home. I'm heartbroken. The 5 facilities of the Battle Frontier are Tower, Hall, Castle, Factory, and Arcade. How do you make an acronym of that? THFK. Rearrange those letters, maybe? Fetch. Shaft. No, nothing works. Didn't anyone think of this? You're thinking too much about it, buddy. So, the Battle Frontier is pretty much just posterity's sake. You have a pretty giant scale model of the place. When people win a battle, some laugh at their opponent. Some brag about his or her strengths. Some even start to dance around claiming he is or she is #1 in the world. I respect people who win and then care about their opponent. That's how you should be, man. Have you heard of the brains of the Battle Frontier? There are 5 facilities in the Battle Frontier. At every one, you can win your way through to challenge the bosses called the Frontier Brains. They're out of this world tough. Oh, no kidding. That's why we're not doing it. If you want to graduate from being a so-so trainer, mark my words. The Pokemon's type, the moves to be learned, the items to be held. You can't overlook a single detail. Life is full of ebbs and flows. I'll keep my inflatable tube close. I could call it the wisdom I gained in the last 5 years of my life. You're probably 5, buddy. I want to talk to you. Allowing us to enjoy battles, helping us work, taking us to places far away, or just being good friends. Pokemon are so deep. I want to be like Pokemon. At the Battle Factory, you have to keep winning with rental Pokemon. I may not stand a chance at the other facilities, but I may go all the way here. Explaining one of the things, the Battle Hall is where the Pokemon battle one-on-one for as long as they can. Even my Magikarp has a shot at #1. Wow, just as a thought of it makes me excited. You're one of those weird Magikarp trainers. We'll check out the top right. This place is huge, by the way. I very seldom come here, and man, there's a lot of people to talk to. Holy crap. Well, start on the far right and go clockwise. To be strong is to be weak. To be weak is to be strong. Somebody told me that before. I don't quite understand it yet, but it sounds deep. I'll just give myself some time to figure it out. Time is all you need sometimes. Watching these people who care so much about Pokemon makes me feel ashamed of my selfishness. I'll try and face my Pokemon for real. Okay there, Ryuji. I like how I said I was going to start clockwise. I'm going counterclockwise, whatever. I wonder how many years it's been since I first met a Pokemon. 49! Oh, I lost the page that kept track of how many years, days, and hours. Could it be my Pokemon nibbling on it? Probably should be tracking that. That'd drive you insane. Trainers care about Pokemon as the battle progresses. In return, Pokemon repay that trust by using moves the best they can. What you see in battle is the trust between Pokemon and people. I said that backwards. Don't worry about it. This may seem obvious, but it's actually incredibly amazing. In which you can only see through moves like Return and Frustration. Battle Tower! It's so tall! I wonder how many times my height is. Probably 1,000,000, kid, just saying. All the places in the Battle Frontier let you team up with a friend. That's so cool, don't you think? I wish I had a friend to team up with. Kinda same, buddy. I'm the super idol in Johto. I've come all the way to the Battle Frontier to promote my latest song, but everybody seems to be a Pokemaniac here. Fishing won't keep me calm since I came to know about the Battle Frontier. When I go fishing, I find myself quitting early and coming here. Lots of advertisements for this place, yeesh. This place, the place I like the best among the 5 facilities here would be the Battle Castle, because you can see the Lady Caitlin in there. What makes me the most happy being a trainer? The fact that Pokemon will always bring me lots of friends. Just like people go through different things they learn from, Pokemon learn different things from battles. Behind every experience, there is a story. Isn't that right, dear? All experiences lead to a tale. Am I not wrong, am I? I'm not wrong, am I, dear? Jesus, lots of people to freaking talk to. Holy crap, I didn't expect that many people. Like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with this place. This is probably the most unfamiliar location for me, because I was always more scared of the Battle Tower. So, let's get this started talking about the different facilities. So, at the, where do I want to start? Which one's the factory? Oh god, I don't know where anything is. Okay, that's the castle. This is the arcade? This is the hall. Oh god, okay. I know the top is the tower. That's obvious enough. I believe this is the factory over here. Yes, starting with the Battle Factory. The way these facilities work, if you're familiar with competitive Pokemon, competitive Pokemon, competitive battling, what have you, you'll be very familiar with these facilities. The Battle Factory, you can only battle with Pokemon that is rented to you, and each fight gives you an opportunity to swap your rented Pokemon for the opponents. After each set of 7, the difficulty increases. Otherwise, good luck. It's probably the most fair of all of them because, well, everybody has random Pokemon. It's just a test of luck at that point. I guess I'm going counterclockwise again. The Battle Tower. You can use your own Pokemon and can choose to go to either singles, doubles, and multi-battles. Sets of 7 and increases difficulty to at you to gain for your streak. As for the castle, actually, I'll start with the arcade. No, this is the hall, Battle Hall. The Battle Hall only lets you choose 1 Pokemon or 2 in doubles that you have on you. You also get to select the type of Pokemon you wish to face at each fight. So, it may be advantageous to bring in some Pokemon that are multi-types that can deal with a bunch of other types. Or to start off with the weak ones and then choose the harder ones for later. Or choose the harder ones at the beginning and do the easier ones later. Who knows? At the castle, like the tower, but you are healed after every battle. You also earn its own castle points, which are spent on either healing or seeing your opponent's team. It's kind of cool. It's basically just a more nuanced battle tower. It's kind of cool. And lastly, we have the arcade. You can either enter single or multi-battles, and it adds randomness to a wheel after each fight, such as prizes or afflictions that will happen to you or your opponent. It's kind of cool. It's very gimmicky and luck-based, but, there is that. All of these things each have their own brain. Think of them like an Elite Four member, but these guys are no pushover. These guys will straight up have legendaries and shit. It's crazy what these guys can do against you. Along with that, all of your Pokemon is limited to a certain level. I believe it's level 50. Like I said, I've never done this, and I don't plan to. So, it's cool in that factor, and all this is just to have bragging rights and BP. And what do we go use those BP points for? Well, you had those 3 they were the Headless Horsemen. The 3 bald guys in that one building we saw before. And you have the Exchange Service Corner, right here. Training item. Oh, you can buy a training item. 48 for a Jesus. But yeah, you can get stuff like Toxic Orbs, Flame Orbs, very competitive items. Power items, which we saw one a long time ago. And even choice stuff. This is where you would buy the Razor Fang and Claw. Otherwise, you would have to trade it from frickin' Platinum to get these stupid things. So that's one concession. This one, scratch-off cards. For 1 BP, you may scratch the obscuring film of a card 3 times. If the same icon appears, you win a prize. Also, Ditto's icon can transform into any other Pokemon. I might as well, I only have 1 BP. 1 BP for a scratch-off. Oh, whoa, oh, okay. Well, blue's my favorite color. Card number 2, wait. I'll go green? Card number what is happening? Okay, I've never seen this. Go pink. Start card number 1. Okay, so you get some rare berries out of this, including nuggets. There's a Chingling, so I can get a chance at a Pasho. Ditto? And, hey, I actually got the Pasho berry. 3 Chinglings. Okay, Qualot. I kind of want the nuggets. Ditto. A Chingling. Am I gonna get the... Oh, too bad. Okay. Okay, that sucks. I guess if you were playing in non-legitimate, unlegitimate ways, you could just soft reset until you get the things you want. Yeah, no, Mantike. But you get some pretty rare berries and stuff out of this, and nuggets if you wish. I won some Pasho berries. More competitive items. The last concession stand, you can get some things. TMs. Some really good TMs like Stone Edge and Earthquake. You could just really buy these. Special attacks. Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, Dragon Pulse. There's some pretty good stuff. Toxic. Like, the best of the best moves are going to be here for the most part. And yeah, that's it. this place is entirely optional. Now, I will warn you, the only thing you get out of defeating each of the brains is it will upgrade your trainer card. That's it. As such, I'm not going to be doing any of these because there's really no point. And personally, I don't like limited rule set fights like this. I like being over-leveled and all that. Along with this, these are hard. These are extremely hard. This expects you to have really good EV-leveled Pokemon that are ridiculous. Crap like Metagross, like Latios, which actually gets me into another thing. You can't even use Latios here, actually. So, there are Pokemon that are completely banned from any of these fights. Actually, oh right, Latios isn't banned. I forgot, that's why it's so good. So, the Pokemon that are completely banned from any of the facilities are Mewtwo, Mew, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Celebi, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Jirachi for some reason, Deoxys, Dialga, Palkia, both forms of Giratina, Manaphy, Phione, Darkrai, both forms of Shaman, and Arceus. For some ungodly reason, you can use Latios here, and he will wreak havoc. Metagross and Latios are really freaking good for this, so... As such, there's not much to say with the battle facility. I don't plan to show any of it because it is just RNG fest and the brains are not worth the fight. They are extremely hard. So, there's really nothing much to say there. The battle frontier is really cool if you're into that kind of thing, but personally, I'm just not. I just at least wanted to talk about it. So, there are very few things left in the game. And, do I really want to get started with this? No, I don't. I do want to go to Pewter City, though. So the reason I wanted to come to Pewter City is for something I'm going to be talking about and starting next episode. For one, we are in the very last few episodes of this series. Kind of sad, I know. It's been going on for a while. I'm surprised we're going to be almost in 80 episodes of this, but there are very few things left to do. So, for one, I will warn you that if I had to guess, we have at least from this episode, maybe 2 weeks? 1 or 2 weeks? So, I highly suggest getting all of the nicknames that you can now, for there's not going to be much time left in the series to do so. As such, there will be Pokemon in the future that I will probably mention. Not, do I want to do that? I'll wait till they pop up. That's what I'll do. And then in the description, or not in the description, in the pinned comments, I will put your last day for being able to submit any nicknames that are left. So, keep that in mind as we're getting closer to the end. The last real big subject we're going to talk about and actually show off are mystery events. And before anything with mystery events, I'll explain this next episode too. Mystery events are not legitimately obtainable technically anymore. The only ways to get them now are either through action replay, which personally I will be doing because it's just a lot simpler method, or by tricking the system into connecting to a revived mystery event gifter. There are several videos and guides detailing how to do this legitimately. The only thing you need is a hotspot from your phone and a connection to a certain fan server that was made that just spits out mystery event distributions. So, this is also the case for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black and White, and Black and White 2. So, if you want to use it for those methods, you can. As such, don't go crazy after me for using quote-unquote cheats to get these mystery events. This is purely just for, well, showcasing these events that happened a long time ago, and you can technically say connecting to a mystery event gifter thing is technically still legit. They do transfer into home, at least, so it's just for my purposes, I am going to be using action replay stuff because it's just a lot easier to do that, so. Anyways, with all that's mentioned and all that, I'm going to end things off here. So, next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, we'll be taking on the starts of some mystery events. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.